Hey guys, Beast Twicklehausen here, Jay from Upside Up Productions. I'm just quickly going to preface this review with the fact that I am still in college, so I'm sorry that it looks kind of unprofessional. Just don't really have my usual stuff. Anyway, that's about it. Enjoy the rest of the review. Hello everybody, Beast Twicklehausen here, Jay from Upside Up Productions, and I'm here with a brand new 2014 LEGO City set. This one is the 60060 Auto Transporter. It comes with 350 pieces, sells for $30 here in the US, and comes with 2 minifigures, 2 identical sports cars, and of course, the big auto transporter. Let's go take a closer look at some of those minifigures. And to start us off, here we have the truck driver, or I guess the guy who can be assumed to be the truck driver. He looks really good. I actually really like this figure. He's got those light blue pants, a really cool new denim jacket sort of torso, and it's got back printing, which is always really nice. When we come around back to the front here, you can see he's got this nice dark red v-neck underneath that denim jacket. He's got an aviator glasses head, which you usually don't like, but it's particularly appropriate here, just for the truck driver. It's becoming a little bit more rare lately, so I mean, it's not as bad as it could be. Up top, he's got a brand new style baseball hat with that hole right in the top for the headphone accessory, other things. It actually looks a lot more like a trucker cap because it's got that really steep front. His little accessory here is a clipboard, which is kind of a cool thing. It's just a 2x2 tile with a sticker on it. It's strange that they do a black tile and then a black sticker with a yellow clipboard printed on. I would have thought they would have just done a yellow tile with the papers and the clip as the sticker. Anyway, doesn't really bother me much. I really like the pictures on it. It's like just generic enough you could use it otherwise, but just specific enough that it looks really good. He does appear to be writing with a crayon though, which is a bit strange. I mean, I get that they do the pen, and it's supposed to be a pen, but it looks a lot like a crayon, which is kind of funny. Anyway, that's that minifigure. On to the other guy. And here he is. I actually kind of like this minifigure. A few problems with it though. He's got the standard dark blue pinstripe suit, as you can see there. Black briefcase, which is really nice, like mystery item. You can assume it's like full of money. Some nice slicked back cool hair that we don't really see in City much. And then the regular sports car driver kind of smirk face. Not a huge fan of this here because it makes him look really young. Like, I don't know. Just like almost like a baby-faced sort of look, which is a bit strange. I don't really know what else they could have done here. I guess if it would have been like an older guy, it would have looked midlife crisis-y, which would have been, I guess, maybe appropriate for like a guy buying himself a new convertible sports car. But I mean, apart from that, I'll probably change out the face. I really like the hair though. It makes the figure for me. And of course, you can never have too many classy business suits. Anyway, now, on to the sports cars. And here is one of the sports cars. Now, construction-wise, I guess these two cars are perfectly identical. They're made separately just because of the colors. But as you can see, the only difference is like gray versus white wheels, and apart from like the body color and things, the interior color is slightly different. The black one has red, the blue one has black. Apart from that though, they are pretty good cars. They definitely look the same style as the one from last year's flatbed truck. They're just slightly more simply built. I know the last one had like, right on the back here, it had a fender piece that went like up and over, like some nice arch pieces. They obviously has doors and things. That middle part, the whole thing is a plate higher on the other ones. That actually brings up a little bit of a problem. They use the same hood design, so it's really tall on these cars. I plan on basically adding a whole plate, and I think the set would look much better. But I mean, they had to shrink down these cars, I guess, to meet the $30 price point, which is really nice. So it's just flat in the back, and it looks a little bit strange. Apart from that though, it's a pretty nice looking LEGO City sports car. It's about what we expect. Of course, license plates on the front and back to make it street legal. You get that little black spoiler piece. Opening car doors in blue, which we see now more. And these nice wheel arches in blue. They were only ever in the Toys R Us truck, and that only had 2, so it's nice to get 4 in this. It's a good sign for LEGO starting to make more than just red and yellow cars. That spoiler piece is black, which looks a little bit out of place, but I mean, it's about it for the cars. You can see them next to each other here. They look pretty nice. I really wish that they had maybe had some slight differences. Right now, they're clearly like the same make and model car, but I wish they had some tiny differences to show that they're maybe like different levels of like luxury package. So maybe one had the spoiler and one didn't, or one had that tall hood and the other didn't. But I mean, these are just like minor things, and really, you can't complain just because the whole set overall is so good, and you really can't really imagine making it a lot better. So that's about it for these two sports cars, and now on to the main event for the set, the Auto Transporter. And here it is. It's really nice. It's big, of course, 2 parts. This back part is identical in function and mostly formed to the back section of the cab, so just for sake of keeping it all in camera, I'm going to leave it off. The only difference is right there, that 1x8 tile is replaced by those cool wheel parts on the front of the truck. Really though, apart from that, identical, so I'm just going to go put it over here on this side of the desk so we can see that more up close and personal. First thing you'll notice is that it has the top deck. I was really unsure how they're going to do this, but these 2 beams, if you notice, they are not parallel. And that's actually a really clever way. So if you fold those 2 lift gates down that'll let a car on the bottom, these fold down into a ramp, which is cool. Now, slightly disappointingly, that's not a steep enough ramp. You could not clear that jump, no matter how much you try movie magic. And even when you combine both of those, you can't clear the top, which is a little bit of a shame. We do have enough like flatbed trucks and tipper trucks and other sorts of trucks to make jumps from, but you always see in like the movies and video games, it's always an auto transporter truck for whatever reason, driving with the ramps down and everything, and you just vault off the top of those. It'd be an exciting car chase or whatever. Can't do that with the set. Minor disappointing. It's cool that these 2 things are parallel. It's a nice little detail. I would wish they would have put some like octane barrels or something in that space. It feels a little strange and empty, especially when there's a car on the lower deck. We come around to the front. The cab looks good. Light bar on the top. It's nice. It's a cool design. Not really sure if we're going to keep it just because too many cars have a light bar, but it does look a bit naked and empty without it. When you continue around to the front there, you can see it's got like a 2-part grille, with part of it being pieces and part being a sticker. License plate on the front, of course. Yellow car doors are now pretty common. Inside, you've got a red steering wheel and a matching red mug. Of course, all truck drivers in LEGO City need to have their government-issued mug, otherwise they're not allowed to drive trucks. And that's about it on the cab and really the truck in general. One weird thing is that neither this truck nor its trailer have like rear license plates or lights. It's a bit strange because I know that the dirt bike transporter from last year, or actually it's like 2 years ago now, it had little small studs as taillights and blinkers on these little flaps, and this one doesn't have that, and it's pretty strange. But really, I keep coming up with all these little complaints about the truck and things. It looks really good. I just realized I don't show you the truck with the cars on top, but it's a great set anyway. So that's about it for this review. I'm sorry I didn't include that other footage of cars like loaded on. I might do that later when I actually can fill it full of 4 cars. These are the only 2 cars I have right here in college. Anyway, this set is incredibly good value for the money. It's less than 10 cents per piece, which is really good. Anyway, I'd highly recommend this set. Thanks for watching. This has been B. Squeichelhausen, and I will see you next time.